Hey guys, welcome back to Ken's Corner. It's Thursday. Well, it's been 2 weeks since we talked. Just trying to give you an update of what's going on with me. So obviously you guys know, if you've been watching, I had a colonoscopy last week. The prep was not fun at all. I could pass on that, but the procedure, quite honestly, was easy. Probably because I was asleep. I guess it took like about a half hour, 45 minutes. They did find two polyps. One was precancerous. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what it means, but nothing to worry about. Obviously, you know, change diet, keep dieting, exercising, all that good stuff, and it should be better. I don't have to go back for 5 years. So they did identify diverticulosis, which I've had for 12 years. Diverticulitis which is actually the act of inflammation. That was the first time I had it. It was when the kids were younger. I was at a football banquet. My stomach felt really upset. Ended up doing the flush system, and come to find out that wasn't very good because I had a perforated bowel and diverticulitis, and I was abscess. Basically, it was a mess. So I was hospitalized over Thanksgiving during Chase's birthday, all that good stuff. And I've had maybe 2 or 3 episodes since then, quite not as harsh, but enough to get me on some antibiotics, Cifro and Metro, I don't know, Metropro, I don't know what the hell it's called, but doesn't matter, right? Anyways, when we do travel, I tend to try to get a renewal prescription to take with me, because the last thing I want to do out of the country is go to a foreign hospital. So yeah, it all went well. I guess the doctor gave me some instructions. I don't remember any of them. I was coming out of anesthesia, but Candi keeps telling me, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. I'm like, oh, I didn't remember it, so I guess it's not documented. Anyways, you know, yeah, it went well. Not too bad, but don't have to do it for a while. So on the diet front, appreciate, you know, all the feedback on the diabetes recommendations. Definitely will take those into to consideration, but you know, I'm currently on the medication. I did write a letter to the insurance company for Ozempic. They denied the prescription, so they sent me a letter that I could appeal it. I wrote a letter, I carbon copied my doctor on it. He said, great letter, couldn't have said it better myself. So we're just kind of a wait and see. Well, the current medication I'm on, I don't know, no feedback. So I mean, I take vitamins. I take fish oil every day, which I've been doing a long time, and I take a multivitamin, which I've been doing for a long time. I've added magnesium and then vitamin D, because when I did my blood work, my vitamin D was really low, so I've added that in. Can't really tell a difference of any of it, energy level wise, but I tell you what has worked is Candi got me these vitamin B12 gummies, because I guess with the medication that I'm on, it lowers, I don't know what it lowers, but anyways, B12, it lowers your B12, duh. Anyways, brings it back up. I've noticed that I have a spurt of energy from taking the B12 vitamins. I do like those, and they taste really good, almost like candy. So they're gummies, but that's the health update. Still working on it. You know, I did worked out for an hour today, and been working really, trying to recruit docs, which is going pretty well. We've had a much more successful 2023. Knock on wood that things keep rolling. Big week next week. Got 2 couples interviewing. Hopefully they both go through, and then I have another one with an offer out. So fingers crossed. If they all come in, I'm going to Vegas. I told Candi we're going to Vegas in May if I can close some of these deals. She's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, well, actually, one of my clients is going at the end of May to be in a tournament. And I'm like, well, maybe we can go at that time and have dinner with him or something. He's a really cool guy. So while I'm working, a couple things that I do. Well, not a couple things. One thing I've been doing is about 2 years I've started watching a program called Breaking Bad. You may or may have not seen it. It's been out for a long time. If you haven't seen it, maybe move forward in the video because I don't want to be a spoiler, but you definitely need to watch Breaking Bad. I'm on my 3rd time now in probably about 3 years. I just actually finished that, and then I went into Better Call Saul, which is kind of a prelude to the Breaking Bad series. And then also there's a short, I think it's an hour and a half, it's called El Camino. The El Camino piece that's afterwards is about Jesse and kind of his story. Breaking Bad is kind of the main story, and then Better Call Saul is kind of the prelude to Breaking Bad for the attorney Saul Goodman, or Jimmy McGill as you might want to call him. But Breaking Bad is phenomenal. It's intense. The first maybe three episodes, you're going to be like, what was Ken? This is not... This show will grow on you if you haven't watched it. It's so addicting. I remember when I first finished it, I actually went through about a week withdrawal because you get so engrossed in it. And now that it's on Netflix right now, you can binge watch, which I did Better Call Saul last week. I actually went through all 5 seasons and then waited till Tuesday where season 6 came out. Better Call Saul, I really liked it. I like the characters. I like Saul. There's a lot of what I would call B-roll in it, unnecessary B-roll, which you can in the early sessions of the program are like kind of strung out. It didn't bother me because I'm working, so I don't need all that action and all that good stuff. But I was a little disappointed in the I'll call it Better Call Saul post Breaking Bad of Saul, the when he's working at the pastry. God, my brain's dying right now. What the heck is it called? Cinnabon is where he's working. But that whole, I think that whole episode was just really kind of a waste of time. And it ended, I mean, I know you know what the ending is because you watched Breaking Bad, but it's just, I don't know. Anyways, and then El Camino is just, it was okay. It was a mind occupier, but Breaking Bad's the bad to the bone. And again, Better Call Saul, I liked the beginning part of the series on it, was cool. So if you haven't watched it, it's definitely worth your time to binge watch. You can thank me later. I'd love to hear your comments if you've seen it below. What are your thoughts? But probably one of the best series that I've ever watched on any TV or any. I mean, I love the comedies and stuff, but this was really, really fun to watch for me. So that's Breaking Bad. On top of that, a little gaming update. Some of you may or may not know, I've been playing Call of Duty since 2005. Call of Duty 2 when it came out. I've met a lot of friends over the years. Core group of about 4 guys that I played with for the last 10. We've kind of lately not playing with each other as much because we all have kind of different desires in the game. There's a part that's multiplayer, a part that's DMZ, and then a part that's Warzone. And the thing is, I don't mind playing Warzone. I'm just not really good at it. Could I get good at it? Maybe. I mean, I'm only playing, a couple hours a night here and there, but my problem is I play slow. I'm not a camper, but I'm just, well, you got to realize I'm playing with people that are probably young. Obviously, they're younger than me, and their hand-eye coordination. Mine's slipping here as I'm almost 50 years old, but I'm still pretty darn good. I'm really good at multiplayer. I'm really good at DMZ, but Warzone, I play slow. I don't want to say slow. I just play cautious. There you go, cautious. Although lately it's been pretty aggressive, but cautious is mostly trying to stay alive kind of thing. So I've gotten all the guns that are platinum, so that'll show you how much I've grinded the guns and stuff like that. But like I said, I met some good people. Some come and visit every once in a while and hang out. I mean, I've known them for a long time, but yeah, that's the Call of Duty. Season 1 was too long, was still fun. Season 2 was okay, had a little repetitiveness of Season 1 and DMZ and the challenges. And Season 3, I'm already done with Season 3. And it's kind of like, all right, I'm bored, back to grinding camos. But I'm kind of getting to the point now, it's like, all right, I'm bored. And Season 3 is going to be out for a while. So who knows? My time will probably be spent differently. I'll be up Candi's butt. So speaking of, she's harassing me that I didn't have my video done in time. And I'm like, well, what do you got to go on tonight? She's like, I got a book to read. So as the summertime comes along anyways, I don't have much time for video games and stuff. It's kind of the winter blues that you do here in Michigan when it's crappy outside. But fortunately for us, 83 degrees today here in Michigan. Was really nice last week. We had a taste of almost summer. It was really nice. Cut the grass. But then this week it's been kind of chilly, back to Michigan spring weather. So that's what happens, is we bounce back and forth from here and there. This past weekend, celebrated my brother's birthday. You might have saw in one of Candi's videos. We went to a place called Texas de Brazil, which is kind of like a meat on a skewer kind of thing. And they have a salad bar, and you pay a fee, and they just bring you as much meat as you want. Green, if you set the coaster on the table, green means keep coming. Red means stop. The food was good. I'd say out of 10, I'd put it, let's call it 8.5. A salad bar, probably the 9. I wish I would have had, that's the thing is I think you could just purely eat the salad bar and not the meat, but yeah, when you're a meat person, and they just kept bringing it, and it's like, you're like feeding a fiend, right? So anyways, the colonoscopy, I lost 4 pounds. This weekend I put 4 pounds back on, and this week so far I'm down 2 again. So it's just flip-flop, flip-flop. Anyways, we did that, and then that was Friday. Was it Friday? Saturday? It was Saturday, and then Saturday night, Andrew was here. Sorry, Friday night, Andrew was here. Blake came over with a couple of his friends, Chase. It was kind of a, Candi was in her glory, all the kids in the house at the same time. So we kind of sat and played cards a little bit around the table, a couple cocktails, and everyone kind of started going to bed. Chase had to get up in the morning. Everyone was getting tired, but not Ken. Ken stuck up. So I was up with Blake. Blake and Zach and Bryce. We played euchre and played Name That Tune till 3. It's 3 in the morning. So I finally had to kick them out. I'm like, enough is enough. So, but it was good to hang out with the boys anyway. So yeah, Blake ended up leaving at 3, and he lives right down the street, so I'll kosher there. What else is going on? So the weather, I was told by Candi I can't open the pool yet. Whatever. I think we're helping Andrew move here in a couple weeks, and she didn't want the pool open while we were gone. You know, for the dogs, we have a house sitter, so she didn't want the dogs to be messing with the pool while we're gone, which I can agree. I'm like, well, maybe the day after I'm opening it. So she says no, but I'm really the boss when it comes to that stuff, unless she wants to do it. So, yeah, but we're gonna help Andrew, you know, move into his new place. For now, they didn't end up finding a house. It was just, the market's just not right. They put enough offers and said, you know, let's just find something different. So that video is coming up for you guys to see here in the next few weeks. What else is going on? Draft is coming up. Dolphins don't have any first round picks, so there's no reason. Maybe I'll watch the first couple picks, but that's about it. We have picks 51, 84, 197, 238. So I don't expect anything spectacular to come out of the draft for the Dolphins. Obviously needs are, you know, offensive lineman, maybe a tight end, and you know, maybe some backup players, some people that we can mold into to starters. The offense, you know, we resigned all our running backs. Hopefully Tua is better this year, and we still, like I said, need some help on the offensive line. We did improve some pieces on the defense with a new defensive coordinator, a linebacker, and obviously Jalen Ramsey. We should be pretty darn good with our defense this year. I think we're 28th. My guess is probably hopefully top 10 this year, with better coaching and a new system. So we'll see how that goes with the Finns. But here's something interesting. They just picked up. He's calling him his name is Chosen now. It's Robbie Anderson. He used to play. I think he was with the Jets, and then he went to the Panthers, and now he's with the Dolphins. Hopefully he's not a locker room issue, but here's something interesting though. The Dolphins are by far the fastest offensive team there is on the field right now. You got Tyreek Hill runs a 4.29 40. Jalen Waddle runs a 4.37. Raheem Mostert runs a 4.37. Braxton Berrios, who they picked up from the Jets, is a 4.44. And Robbie Anderson is a 4.36. Those are pretty much the 5 fastest guys in the NFL are on the Dolphins. Maybe they're not all the 5 of the fastest, but pretty darn fast anyways. So it should be a fast offense. Now we get a quarterback to get him the ball and have a line to block. We should be much better than we were last year. Although we made the playoffs, so I have high expectations. Another sports news. I don't know if I brought this up in a previous video, but one of Blake's friends that he played high school football with, he was a quarterback, graduated the year before Blake, so Blake got to play football with him. Joey Weimer. He went to Cincinnati, and then he was kind of, you know, minors for a while. Got pulled up to the Brewers. Didn't start opening day, but came in the next day. And actually, he's doing quite well. His on-base percentage is .578, which is pretty good. He has a home run, I think a couple RBIs, 5 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. His average is down right now. He was on fire, but he's doing really good in the field. So I think we're planning here. Blake says sometime in June the Brewers are coming to play the Indians, so maybe we're going to go to Cleveland and catch one of his games. But it's big around here. A lot of people on Facebook are really supporting him, and it's kind of cool to watch. So any good topics to discuss, please feel free. I actually do read all of your comments, and I appreciate them. Like I said, the recommendations for medications for diabetes, I look into all of them, I research them, so I do take your advice. That's kind of the update for Ken right now. Would love topics to discuss. I have all kinds of worthless knowledge that I can share with you at any given time, so you can comment that below. Other than that, you guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and appreciate you coming to watch me on this beautiful Thursday day. Take care. We'll see you soon.